and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a different kind of Q&A, and this is going to be focused solely on weight loss or maintaining weight and basically anything that revolves around that topic. So as always guys, I will just put in a quick trigger warning here. If this topic does trigger you in any way, then please do not watch this video. It is for your own benefit, and there are lots of other videos that you can go and watch. For those of you who don't know, I started a weight loss journey in 2013. I lost 4 stone and I have been maintaining the weight nearly ever since. I'll talk about my current place of like weight loss maintaining throughout this video. I recently asked over on Instagram if anyone had any questions, and I was going to involve it in my what I eat in a week to lose weight that come out on Sunday, but I have never had a response like that. There was hundreds of questions, so I thought I had more than enough to talk about in a video alone, hence why I'm doing this now. There's no way I could answer all of those questions, but I will get through as many as possible. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new here. Let's get answering some questions. First question is, how do you maintain your weight when you do so many videos? I'm jealous. So I only eat over my set calories 2 days a week, and then the rest of the week I stay within my calories. Sometimes obviously that changes if there's like events or anything going on. I touched upon this in my what I eat in a week, and that is, don't be scared. If you go from losing weight to maintaining weight, you will always have a slight weight increase, and that is because you are going to increase your calories at some point. Obviously if you stay at your calories, you're going to continue to lose weight, and if you are more relaxed you will start to gain weight, but your body will plateau at a certain stage if you are obviously increasing calories. That's just natural, and that is just part of it. And actually, well, to answer that, I haven't maintained my weight. Since starting YouTube, I have gained around 6 to 7 pounds, let's say a little bit more than that from Christmas. But obviously that will naturally come off with me over the next couple of weeks, because I'm going back to the normal way I was eating before, so your body will naturally work those extra pounds off. I have been at this weight now for months. So obviously when I first started doing this on YouTube, over the first couple of months it increased, and then since then it's stayed the same. So unfortunately I've had to deal with some weight gain, which at first, I won't lie to you, was a struggle mentally, but now I've realised that's just part of it. There is more that defines me than the weight of my body, a lot more. Have you found happiness during your weight loss? Simple answer to that is no. Am I happier? Probably. Will I ever be 100% happy with my body? I don't think I ever would. I don't think, no matter how much I weighed or how much I lost, I think I would always be wanting to look better. And I think that realization is what has helped me deal with the maintain that I was just talking about. It took me a lot to realize that there was more to life than my weight, and once I did, I realized that no matter what weight I was, I don't think I would ever be happy. So there was no point in trying to spend my whole life chasing something that would never bring me that happiness that I thought it would. Am I happier? Yes. But do I believe that I would ever be happy at any rate? Probably not. And that's why I am happy with what I'm working with at the moment. How can you stay on track when you're having drinks most weekend? When I was losing weight, I switched to drinking vodka, soda, and fresh limes, not cordial, like actual limes. I'd be like, can I have like 7 limes? Or they'd put some lime in. I was like, can I have more lime please? My advice would be stay clear of wine and Prosecco. To be fair, Prosecco wasn't a thing back in 2013, not in my books anyway. Yeah, I would try vodka, and to be fair, you probably won't like it at first, no one does, but once you drink it like 10 times, you actually begin to like it. Trust me, I never stopped drinking. What motivated you to lose weight? I'm struggling so much at the minute. My other video that I done about weight loss, in that video I talk more about my whole journey, so like dates, weight loss, like after this amount of time how much I lost, and things like that. So that will probably give you more insight into like motivation, and I speak more about advice and tips and stuff, which I will link at the end of this video so you can go and watch that. What motivated me to lose the weight was I was 20 at the time, and I had all my friends' 21st coming up, so I had events. So starting your weight loss journey now with no holidays booked, no weddings coming up, no parties, you're not trying to look good in a dress, would probably be hard, but a good thing to think of is think of coming out of lockdown. You haven't seen anyone in a while. You walk into your local pub, your ex-boyfriend's over there sucking his toenails, and you walk in and you're like, bam. Or if you don't have an ex-boyfriend, just the boy you fancy or the girl you fancy. Just think of the moment where you're walking somewhere. Actually picture yourself in that moment. We've been let free. It's your first time out. You can buy a new outfit, dress up. How do you want to feel? Use that as your motivation. I know we don't know when that is. I think it could be next month. You know, that might stick a bullet up your ass, make you make you do it. That's what motivated me, and coming out of lockdown is what should motivate you. How to stop cravings. Cravings, bastard cravings. What I do to stop my cravings is I give in to them, kind of. With calorie counting, obviously you have a set amount of calories. What I do is I plan my whole day out in the morning. So I scan everything in the morning, like my main meals that I know I'm going to be having, and then think, what have I got left to work with? Say for example, you woke up and you're craving pancakes. Think about, what is it you're actually craving? Is it pancakes or is it something sweet? Maybe you could have one pancake. You know, when you go to, like, I don't know, Tesco, and they've got like the fluffy pre ones. I don't know how many calories one of them is, but you could get a small one, have a smaller portion of it. Allow yourself to have those things, but stick within your calorie count. Say for example, if today I was really craving ice cream, but I didn't have enough calories for it. Well, I know that tomorrow I should eat that ice cream, so I would make sure that I planned my day around what I'm craving, because if I don't, I'm just going to end up messing up big time and eating something like well outside your calories, really bad for you, and then I'm going to regret it, and then I'm going to feel down about it. That's how I minimise cravings of lots of bad things. Tips on how to not be hungry and snack. I don't know, because I'm a bloody snackaholic. So therefore I have smaller breakfast, lunches and dinners so that I can fit in snacks. Yeah, and if you want to see how I fit those into my day, you can watch my last What I Eat in a Week to Lose Weight. How did you stay motivated, and did you allow yourself a cheat day? If so, how often? I don't know, to be honest with you. I was motivated because I was seeing the results. Obviously, if you keep seeing results, you're going to think, well, I want to keep seeing these results. So that was the thing that kept me motivated, and not undermining the hard work that I had put in, because you put in so much work to lose weight. Don't throw that down the drain and go back on yourself. And did you allow yourself a cheat day? If so, how often? I did, yes. I can't remember how often, but it definitely wasn't weekly. I would probably say monthly I would have a cheat day, but because I always incorporated things like chocolate, I wasn't eating like rabbit food all day every day, so I didn't really crave a cheat day that much. For example, if I was really craving pizza, then I would make some like cheese on toast and put some tomato puree on it, because I could fit that into my daily calories. Best healthy snacks to keep you full. One healthy snack that definitely keeps me full, because I have it for breakfast sometimes when I don't want a proper breakfast, and they are Naked bars. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea. I personally love them, but I think you have to get the right flavours. I think if you look at them, you think, oh, let me get the one that says cookie, because it says cookie. Not good. Don't try that one. My favourite ones are Peanut Delight and Cherry Bakewell. Highly recommend those ones. But yeah, for me personally, they keep me full. Have you found that you are more self-conscious now, or have more hang-ups than before? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I feel like I can't remember how I felt when I was bigger, but I don't remember being as self-conscious as I am now. I don't know how much I've spoke about this before, but like for me personally, the more weight I lost, the more I hated my thighs. And I still hate my thighs now, I will tell you that now. Yeah, I feel like I look at myself more and critique myself more than what I did when I was overweight, which I hate. I've heard Mrs. Hinch talk about this, and it's so true, which kind of ties into the question that I answered earlier about trying to like never being happy when you lose weight. Like, you think that losing weight has all the answers. It really doesn't. It's about learning to accept your body as you go. So yeah, definitely. And I think it's normal for a lot of people. So if you've asked that because you're feeling like that, you are not alone. Trust me, I have researched it, I've looked into it, I have seen a lot of people who have lost weight feel exactly the same. So yeah, I think it's normal, and I think it's because you are working for it now. So when we was overweight, we just accepted that that's what we looked like because it was. But when you're working hard for something and you still don't like the way something in particular looks, so for example, specifically I'll talk about me, I don't like my thighs. I think I've lost all this weight, why do my thighs still do not look good to me? So yeah, I think that's why a lot of people feel the way that they do, and I think that that's normal. So, sorry, not normal, common. Could you feel yourself becoming obsessed with weight loss in general? 100%. There was times where losing weight and watching what I ate took over my thoughts. I think since starting YouTube and hearing more and understanding people's relationship with food more, I have come to realise that I thought that I had always kept a good relationship with food and was probably lying to myself a bit and didn't think much of it. But now I kind of understand the struggles that people go through and different eating disorders that people have. Not claiming that I had an eating disorder. What I mean is I understand the difference now between a healthy and an unhealthy relationship. Yeah, I probably was obsessed, which was unhealthy. I feel like over the last 6 months is when I have really actually changed my relationship with food and don't feel as guilty. Basically, when I was losing weight and I would eat something bad, I would literally look in the mirror. Say for example, I was in my weight loss journey and my mum and dad were like, we're getting a Chinese, do you want it? And I was just like, yeah, and I had the Chinese. The next morning, I would wake up, the first thing I would do would weigh myself, and I would be naked and I'd look in the mirror and I'd be like, and I would be like, oh my god, like, and I would beat myself up about it. I'm not being funny, darling, you only had a Chinese. You ain't gonna have gained 5 pounds, for God's sakes. But like, I would be like, and I would think about it for like 3 days, and I'm not joking you, I would beat myself up about it for like 3 days, like, why would you eat that Chinese, for fuck's sake, my jeans are tighter. Like, it would really get in my mind. And obviously that, looking back on that now, that isn't healthy. Now when I eat bad food, I don't even think about it. Like, so I'll give you an example. On Christmas Eve, I was gonna stay within my calorie count that day, and last minute I decided, it's Christmas Eve, my family were getting an Indian together, like, it's Christmas Eve, let it go. And I ate the Indian, and then like the next day, I don't know, I was doing my makeup and then I remembered I had Indian, and then I thought, oh my god, like, a year ago, if I'd have eaten something when I hadn't planned on having a day off my calorie count, the next day I would have felt, I would have imagined myself being bloated, I would have been thinking about it, I would have been like, oh, why did I have that Indian? It wasn't even nice. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd get in my own head. So it is hard. It is hard. I think when you realise that food is never going away. Okay, this is a quick comparison for you. Food and a relationship. So food, you have to have it to survive. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be part of my life. So imagine if today I met a man and someone said to me, right, he is going to be your husband from tomorrow for the rest of your life. You're going to have to live with him. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, right, well, I'm stuck with this man forever now, so I might as well make it good. What's the point of having a bad relationship with this man, because he's going to be here, we're going to be together forever, so I might as well make it work. So food, we might as well have a good relationship because it's never going away, it's always going to be there. So let's learn to enjoy food, and I definitely reap the benefits of that now because I've realised there's more to life than it. There really is. And enjoying food is great. Really gone off on a tangent there. To answer that, yes, I have experienced it, and I probably lied to myself that I never experienced bad relationship. But looking back on it now, when I actually feel like I have a good relationship with food, I can see that it was not so great. Did you lose all your boobs when you lost your weight? Yes, I lost all my boobs. I would love a boob job, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I would never actually have one, maybe. maybe just an uplift. I don't want big boobs. I do not want, like, do you know what I mean, 2 watermelons sitting on my chest. That's just not a bit of me. But yeah, I did lose my boobs, unfortunately. I have been working out and eating better, but I'm just not seeing any results. My first question is going to be, are you weighing what you eat? You might be eating better, for example, nuts, right? Avocado. But if you're snacking on nuts, you could easily put away 500 calories worth of nuts, and then on top of everything else, just weigh it. If you're weighing it and you're still not seeing any results, I don't know, sorry, but I bet you're not weighing it. I had to deal with peer pressure from friends to eat rubbish and not be the boring one on a diet. I love this question. I love it, because I experienced that when your friend says to you, oh come on, like, because I used to be like, no, I'm not going out for dinner, blah blah blah, which I don't recommend. Here's some tips. So you're in a restaurant and then you say to your friends, I might get a salad, and they go, are you joking? Da da da. No, don't get a salad. What are you on about? You look good as you are, blah blah blah. Go to them, okay, I'm gonna get a pizza. And then when the waitress comes round, you go, can I have a salad please? And then boom, you've ordered it and it's too late. What I would do is, say for example you're going around there and they all want to go for a girls' night for a takeaway. Go around there after they've ordered the takeaway, or take your own food. Or say, for example, they're getting a Chinese, get like beef in black bean sauce and boiled rice. Do you ever feel like giving up on counting calories, watching what you eat? Never. I could never. There's times where I fall off track 100%, but I know that I'll be getting back on track at some point. Just remember, if you do give up on it, you're going to go back on all of the hard work that you've done, so please don't give up. Did you do any exercise or just eat good? I'm struggling. I eat well. I did used to do some exercise. I used to walk up and down my back garden, and then sometimes maybe like once a week I would, if it was like raining or something, then I would do like an exercise video on YouTube. Oh no, actually it wasn't even on YouTube back in the day. It was like workout DVDs, like Davina McCall's workout DVDs. I used to have one, I remember it so clearly, me and Becky remember it so clearly, and it was like a dance one. It was like, say no to your man, to your man come here, and you're like stomping up and down your bedroom doing this workout thing. During maintaining, now I do actually go to the gym. The reason I used to do exercises at home is because when I was overweight I was too embarrassed, but that's changed now. I actually go to the gym and I mainly do classes, but obviously I don't do any of that in lockdown. So right now I do exercise, which is bad, but I just can't find the motivation, honestly. So somebody has said, what are my goals for 2021 and am I at my goal weight? I no longer have a goal weight. I did have a goal weight years ago, probably even last year. I was probably still aiming for a certain goal, but that isn't really my life anymore. My goal this year is to continue to maintain my current weight. In terms of fitness, I would really love to get into weightlifting. Love to have a one-on-one coach to get into it, but I really don't think that that is going to be possible with coronavirus, and I don't really want to put money into something and then go back into another lockdown or into a different tier and then lose what I've gained from that. So I am trying to get hold of a reasonably priced, what are they called, like, I don't know the names of it to be honest with you, but I love weightlifting. I did a class obviously when I was at gym called Pump and I loved it. I really got into it. So I'd love to get my hands on one of them. I think I'm probably going to have to invest in a more expensive one, to be honest with you, because I can never get my hands on the cheaper ones, especially with all the lockdowns. Everything's selling out or ridiculous prices. Okay guys, I hope you guys found that useful. I have to switch what side of my brain I'm using to answer those different questions, like am I talking about when I was losing weight or maintaining. I will link my other video now at the end of this so that you can go and see more about how I did it and tips, advice and tricks. Thank you to everyone who asked a question. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you are new here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.